It's 11:11 on my clock and I am ready for bed after a super long day. No tea, going straight to bed. But today what I wanted to share with you was a process I went through in co-creating with 3 other fabulous women leaders. We are co-creating the Honoring the Masculine event on February 24th. And Miss Laura, Miss Michelle, and Miss Jess, I think it's really important to share how do you co-create, because Tribal Truth has been co-creating gatherings for, oh God, it's been at least 6 months where each tribe individually co-creates their gatherings, and it's just a really powerful process, and I just wanted to share it with you. Today was just phenomenal, and where we start every single time is with an intention and outcome of what's the intention of the gathering, why are we wanting this to happen, what are we wanting to embody, who do we want to be. As a result of being that and creating that, then what do we have in the world, and that's the outcome. So to be very, very intentional, and then really it doesn't matter what the agenda is about from there, right? Like that's icing on the cake, just to set that intention and to have that be the container of this is where we're wanting to go. This is how we're wanting our energy to come in, and making sure that all the facilitators involved are all on the same wavelength. We're all playing the same game. We're all in it together, right? It creates that alignment. And so then from there though, we do create a very specific agenda. What time do we want to start? What time do we want to finish? How long is each section going to be? And we create a timeline minute by minute, with the flexibility of having that shift or change, and an understanding that that could shift or change. So we went through and we brainstormed, you know, how do we want this to start? What is the opening ritual? What's the closing ritual? What's the meat and potatoes? And just adding in different ideas and brainstorming. And then after we did that, and this, you know, takes 30 to 60 minutes depending on how synced up the group is, and how much pre-work has been done already. There's already been pre-work done. Laura and I then sat down afterwards to create the guidelines. What are the rules, the agreements that we want to put into place at the beginning of the gathering, so that the participants are all creating safe space together? Because I think when you are gathering people together and you're wanting people to share, and especially if you're wanting vulnerability, there needs to be agreements, and you need to set that safe space by creating some guidelines of how you're sharing and how you want people to be interacting with one another. And so we set the tone. So yeah, that's basically what we did. And then we talked about our marketing plan. You know, how are we getting the word out? Crafted an email to the women, crafted an email to the men, sent that out. And it's just, it can be so easy to co-create. And it's just so interesting to me how much fear and scarcity comes up, and how we don't even have the awareness of how to co-create, how to collaborate, and that really by us doing this and me sharing with you the process, we can provide something for the world, because the world is very much in a paradigm of competition, of scarcity, of Lone Ranger, of doing it on our own. And people really are scared of building a team, scared of partnering, scared of letting other people down, you know, not knowing how to do it right. And so I think if we can provide some of the structure and what we do, an example of how we do it, because we do it so well in Tribal Truth, you know, it's exciting. It's exciting to share this. So wanted to leave you this before I go to bed, and tomorrow I'll be back with my tea, ready to share some more nuggets with you. So good night. Mwah. I'll see you tomorrow.